That girl does not mess around with her reset routine. Whether it's aesthetic meals, working out, or a self-care sleigh, this baddie bounces back from any setbacks. Why? Because she's just that girl. But how the crackle-knackle bull honky does she achieve what some people call toxic and impossible, and others call life-changing and motivating? Well, as your average 20-something-year-old attempting to get her life together, let me show you. My relationship with working out is like my relationship with guys. Messy, unhealthy, and toxic, but I said that in 2024, situations and F-boys be gone, only golden retriever simps are allowed. I always saw working out as a way to lose weight, but honestly, working out these past few weeks has given me a change of thought. Instead of having that black and white mentality, I gained a new perspective about working out, which has honestly changed my life. Like, I didn't realize how good it felt to be strong, essentially. I read all of these books. Okay, I just read Legendborn, I just read The Cruel Prince, and these baddies, Jude and Bree, their stamina is wild. I always said, couldn't be me. I always wanted to be the heroine, I always wanted to be the main character, you know, the chosen one, but girl, what do you mean you're gonna be the chosen one? You can't even walk to the refrigerator without being out of breath. Where is this chosen one energy coming from? When it came to exercise, I always saw it as a way to lose weight, vanity purposes. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say, oh, 100% of what I do for exercise is 100% solely for the reason I'm gonna give. But instead of focusing all on vanity, I said, wait a second, this is actually nice that I can feel my abs. I didn't know that I could feel these things. Then my grandmother and mother, they're in their 60s and their 80s respectively. Well, I don't know if I said that in the right order. And they said that their one regret is not moving their bodies more. But the thing about me is I'm no gym rat. I would love to be, you know, Lexi Lerman, you know, Lena Lifts type B at the gym, got the cute little gym shark, one active wear. It's not gonna be me, babes. It's first of all, whenever I leave the house, I'm weird and creepy. Second of all, the gym, it's just a lot of work, okay? The thought of having to get out of bed, then we're going to the gym, and then we're staying at the gym, and then we gotta, it's just too much work, too much energy. So what I personally do, which I found to be super helpful and super awesome, was at-home workouts. It's 12 o'clock and I still have not worked out. You can see, it's pulled up. We're ready, but I don't know what happened. I was on TikTok, that's what happened. Let's actually get into it. Get into the vibes. This was the playlist I was telling you about. It's called John Cena. Bruh, I'm sorry, but if I was on a random cruise ship that's super abandoned looking, I would not go alone. I don't even like going to the bathroom alone. Why do people in the horror movies always go off alone when the setting is super weird? Also, how are they so nonchalant? Like, this guy's literally eating a banana when there's blood on the floor. Like, what? A lot of them are low impact in the sense that you're not going to really be disturbing your neighbor, but you also get a good workout. And just read the comments. It's very effective. I'm starting to feel like if I keep this up, maybe I could be Jude. Maybe I could be Bree. Because it's not even just exercising that I'm happy with. It's showing up for myself. It's saying to myself, you know what, tomorrow you're going to wake up, you're going to get out of bed, and you're going to exercise. And it's when I actually do it, because there's nothing worse than disappointing yourself. Well, when you have goals that you have for yourself and you know where you could be and where you want to be, and you're not making the active effort to do that, it is one of the most horrible feelings in the whole entire world. For example, I've been putting off editing this video. Why? It's not that I hate editing. I love editing. I'm actually probably like 90% done with this video. I couldn't do it. And it's been eating me alive, but I just have this anxiety. Well, I have anxiety. I am diagnosed with anxiety. Right now, me filming this video is how I felt these past few weeks, showing up and exercising. Even today, I didn't feel like working out. I didn't think I was gonna work out. And honestly, the workout kind of sucked. I think I did maybe 10 minutes, but it's the fact that I tried anyway. I would rather try working out and say, you know what, I tried for 10 or 15 minutes, I'm out of here, than to just think about the entire day and think, man, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Rest days are important, but you know yourself, you know what's an excuse and what's a valid, you know, rest day. So don't be too hard on yourself, but also show up for yourself, because you deserve to feel content, you deserve to feel aligned with your lifestyle and feel like you're actually putting in the work towards your goals. I always felt bad being the kid who was out of breath. For example, I remember I went on a hike in my first year of university and I was the most out of shape one there, and we chose the hardest hike. That was not my choice, but my crush was there and I said, oh, of course it's gonna be fine. No, of course it wasn't fine. And I was trying to do this insane hike. I literally could barely feel my legs. I didn't know what was going on. I literally thought I was gonna die. I had to take so many breaks and I felt bad because I was holding the group up. Obviously he ditched me. No, obviously he ditched me because he was an F-boy, but that's a different story. There's so many things that I want to do in terms of traveling, so many different experiences that require having that physical endurance, that I just don't want to be that person anymore, because once you're that person, it just feels horrible. I was the kid who was chosen last for PE. If people chose me, it was because they liked me as a person. Or, oh my god, I remember I tried to do cross country when I was in 7th or 8th grade, and I remember when you were going around the track, you were supposed to give the person a compliment about their running, but my running was so slow. I had a 20-minute mile. For context, the average is usually a 10-minute mile. And I remember I was going by this guy and you're supposed to give a compliment. The only thing he could think of was, I like your shirt, because my running was so bad. You know how bad it feels to be that one person who's just dragging the team down. I remember for the cross country races, literally my teammates would finish the race and come back through the race to try and cheer me on. And obviously I quit cross country shortly after. That was several years ago, and obviously it still stuck with me. But honestly, taking up exercise and reformatting it as a way to get strength, even just walking around towns, exploring places, being able to just do mundane activities like throwing frisbee, doing X, Y, and Z, it's just so much better when you have that endurance and stamina. One time, two of my friends and I, we got lost in the cemetery. We were walking around for probably 3 or 4 hours, but because I'd been working out those few days leading up to it, I wasn't too tired or too, worn out from it. Honestly, I'm proud of myself. Honestly, I was always a person who quit after day 3, but I've been sticking with it. It's been great. It's been awesome. Question of the video, what's your reset routine? Or if that's too much to type down in the comments, what's your favorite day to reset? My favorite day to reset is probably Sunday, just because it feels fresh. It feels nice. It's right for, the regular Monday through Friday routine. But what about you? What's your vibe? Or what are some things that you want to implement more into your reset routine? What a frigging hypocrite. I'm a good person. No, you're not. Do you want me to give a dissertation about why you're not a good person? I'll literally pull up the receipts. I'll have the bibliography. I'll have the abstract. I'll have the research methods. I'll have that all in there on why you are, in fact, not a good person. I literally catch so many red flags in romantic situations. But when it comes to friendships, I just find myself to be way more lenient, which is so bad. And there's this friend that I had, and they would always get on my case about not responding and stuff. It'll be a couple of hours, and they'll be like, oh, hey, can you check Instagram? Oh, well, you didn't respond. And then I realized back in September or October, I'd respond to what they said on Instagram and Snapchat, and they never responded. And then I had texted them maybe 2 or 3 weeks later on Messenger, and I was like, oh, how are you doing and stuff. And they never responded. What a frigging hypocrite. You get on my case and you're always complaining, being like, oh, well, you didn't respond. And literally, when I took a break from social media, they were like, why don't you just tell people that you're taking a break from social media? People are gonna think you're mad at them or something. Look at little old you. And then, you know what the killing part is that our mutual, they were like, yeah, a lot of people are mad at them for not responding. Bro, how are you gonna get mad at other people when you're literally doing the exact same thing? And if I were to call this person a hypocrite, they'd just lose their entire thing. They'd be like, I'm a great friend. How dare you do this? I'm more mad at myself for allowing that behavior. But no, in the future, moving forward, first red flag I'm seeing, I'm running. If you're acting crazy, I'm gonna keep it moving. Oh, well, maybe they'll change. I don't care. I'm not about to be with you on a maybe. I want to be with you on an actual foundation. Whether it's romantic, platonic, I don't care. That is not my responsibility. That's yours. Go see a freaking therapist. Oh, why did you put up with that? What went well this month? Maybe 3 days before the month end, I finally started reading. Instead of doing it at nighttime, I do it in the morning. It gets my morning right. Our monthly priorities for March is March Madness, okay? We are going to be the Knight of Swords. We're going to be the Chariot. We are going to go after our dreams no matter what. We are going to be ruthless. The thing is, a lot of times I'm a planner, and then I think that I actually got work done by planning. But then the plans never come to fruition. There's no point in having a notes app with 1,000 ideas if you never actually implement any of those ideas. You know who's going to be more successful? The person who had no plan, because you have nothing to show for yourself. Everything that you're doing is in the abstract instead of in the actual physical world. I'm getting the validation, the feelings of putting effort and work, but then I'm not seeing any results and I'm looking crazy. I'm thinking to myself, oh, weird. Well, you're not doing anything. How many of these changes that you've studied, how many of them did you actually take their advice and implement them on actual real life videos? Because I see this a lot. When I'm watching videos on how to grow on social media, I see people saying, yeah, it's been a slow process for me. And I click on their YouTube video, I click on their YouTube channel, and I see they haven't posted in 3 weeks. I see they post once every blue moon. Of course your YouTube channel isn't going to grow. You haven't posted in forever. What are you going on about? I'm that person too. I mean, I don't have the mentality anymore necessarily, because it's a very victimized mentality, very much saying, oh, I have no control over what's going on. It's the algorithm, yada, yada, yada. But the reality is, the algorithm is the audience, okay? If your content is not resonating with the algorithm, it's because it's not resonating with your audience. And obviously there's some exceptions to this where there is literally something with the algorithm. I would rather have the former mentality. You are not the exception. When you think it's the algorithm's fault, then there's really nothing you can do. But when you take accountability and you look in the mirror and say, hey, maybe my videos aren't doing well because maybe my videos kind of suck, or maybe your videos don't suck. See, maybe it's a wonderful video and it's great and it's amazing and it's beautiful and awesome, but maybe it's not what people want to see, and that's fine. But that's just just little old me, because at the end of the day, you could give as much advice as you want about these things and people will still not take it. And I'm one of those people. But now, this is the month that I actually implement it, and I've already started implementing it with editing and doing all these different things. I've already elevated my content. I want to make a video so good that if I were to post it on my social media, on my Instagram account, where it's just people who know me, I'd be proud of that because the video is so good. It's an objectively good video. But can I say that about the last YouTube video I posted? No, I can't. But March Madness is where we are not just doing quality versus quantity. We're doing both, baby. If you can't tell, I have no life. Yeah, I'm in a new city, so I don't know anyone, and every time I leave my apartment alone, men follow me and harass me, and so I just stopped leaving my apartment. And then I also kind of am jobless. What does that mean? It means that we can just grind with the social media and YouTube, go full force, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do for March Madness. And so as you can see on the pie chart, friendship is maybe 2%, because realistically, I talk to maybe 2 people every day or every other day. Everyone else kind of leaves me undelivered. This is sounding sad. Trust me, okay? This is not the point, okay? I don't want people to say, oh my gosh, why are you neglecting your friendships? There's only 2 people I talk to on a regular basis, occasionally 3. So I'm not really neglecting anything. Some monthly favorites. Oh my god, Joe. The way you spell it is D-J-O. It's so good. His music is amazing. I love the songs. In the beginning, obviously. Back in Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. Whoa! My favorite song is... oh my god, what is it even called? I'm pretty sure it's called Go For It. If you like Tame Impala, then you would like that music. Well, also, if you like The Wallows, you would like Dwellers, which is a band I really love as well. They're a duo. Oh my god, One Day. I finally saw One Day. I saw the movie a couple months ago, and to be honest, I liked the movie, but I didn't really connect with the characters. But then the TV show was a limited series, and it was 14 or 13 episodes, and there's this one edit, and it's to Phoebe Bridgers, and it's Dexter, and he says, down there, that's where I met Emma. It is so good. Also, Love is Blind season 6 came out. First of all, why aren't these people signing NDAs? Why am I hearing all this tea and the show isn't even done yet? We're not even at the wedding. But if there's one thing about me is I love the drama. People are saying Love is Blind should be canceled. It's just drama now. No, keep it coming. Also, another thing that surprised me this month was birth control. I was so scared to get on birth control, but my periods are so bad where I'm just out for a couple of days. And so I said, okay, birth control, at least it'll let me skip my periods. But obviously a lot of times when you're dealing with birth control, you're gonna have side effects. And so I was just so scared. My period just never came because I just keep taking the active pills instead of taking the placebo pills, because the whole point is I don't want to have my period. My body is living, loving, and laughing for the first time in months. So I'm not recommending birth control because obviously everyone's bodies are different, and I was very stressed. Another thing that I really like doing for every single month is creating a mood board. Okay, these are the vibes that I want to go for. This is where I want to put my energy, because with a vision board, I kind of feel pressure to accomplish goals. I see it as more of goal focused. When I look back on my vision board for, January or February, and there are things that I didn't accomplish, it kind of makes you feel a little bit bad about yourself. And then I thought it'd be interesting as well to make a letter to your future self, but do it for the next month. So for example, write a letter to April 1st, 2024 you. We could have Christmas every single month. And it doesn't even have to be serious or anything. You could just ask yourself silly little questions like, ooh, who's your new book boyfriend? You could do a gratitude journal. You could just talk about the little mundane miracles that you saw. Wow, I just coined that right now. Trademark! The trolls are out and about today on TikTok, but the thing is, if you're gonna be a troll and leave hate comments, at least be hot while you're doing it. You're gonna be ugly and you're gonna be mean, please, pick a struggle. I literally can't take you seriously. If you showed your face and you were a hot person, or you were super rich, or you had something actually going on in your life, then I'd be like, okay, you got me. But it's never the case. I'm like, come on, at least get a little interesting, add a little spice, add a little juice, add a little flavor. I'm not saying I'm hot or anything. At least I have something that people can criticize and be like, oh man, her TikToks that she makes, the way she talks. You don't even have anything to give. You're really not marketing yourself well. My freaking skin is looking clear in this, and you may be thinking to yourself, girl, what are you talking about? Well, there's gonna be 2 different types of people. They're gonna be the people who have glass skin and they're like, whoa, you gotta break out. And then there's gonna be the people who are like, girl, your skin is so clear. Oh my god, wait, we need to talk about something. Right, Valentine's Day, love is in the air. Bada boom, bada bing, right? But what do we feel about private versus secret versus public relationships? Okay, let's say that we're both influencers, you and I, and that we were single. It's known that we're single. What are we feeling? Secret relationship where everyone knows I'm in a relationship? Or you're not gonna let anyone know you're dating anyone until you're married, and even then you'll just have your hand. You won't even have the other person. Or are we doing full on public? On one hand, if you don't make a big deal out of it, if they're just kind of there then other people won't make a big deal out of it. If you don't make a big deal out of it, then if you do like the whole secret thing, I feel like that's when people will try to get the scoop. Because I don't want people snooping and investigating, because I'm that person. To a certain extent, like if someone's like, no, I don't want you snooping, then I'm like, yeah, whatever. But like in my private time, if you haven't made that disclaimer, then I'll probably like snoop on my own time. I won't ever dox anyone or like write any comments or be like, it's this person. I'll just like do it on my own time. And then obviously at some point you want to like make their relationship public so you know like your man isn't cheating. Imagine having a private relationship and then the second you post him, people are like, hey girl, hey girly pop. Bro, the way I just have to like deactivate all my accounts, I don't think I could handle that. If I'm dating someone, you have to be obsessed with me because I'm obsessed with me. And if you're not obsessed with me, then it's just gonna feel off and it's gonna feel weird. I'm like, wait, why do I like myself way more than you like me? Like, I mean, it makes sense, but like also like objectively speaking, everyone's like, oh, love bombing is bad. Like, why aren't you love bombing me? The thing is, if you're going to screw me over, at least give me reparations. Like, I'd rather have a love bomber than get played for free. Like, at least I can get some gifts and free money and free dinners out of it. Like, I don't care about a love bomber. Do it instead of some random muggle, mediocre, mundane, mortal fool. Be so for real. You're gonna hurt my feelings for free. That makes no sense. Nothing puts me in a worse mood than doing laundry. I don't know what it is, but I hate it so much. I have a washer in the unit, then that'd be fine. Okay, I'd be happy as a little lamb. I'm not saying I'm no Cinderella, that I like doing chores. I need a stay-at-home husband. I just realized that I forgot the laundry detergent. But the thing is, this wouldn't be a problem if my neighbors weren't ghetto and steal people's clothes and steal people's stuff. Literally, my mother ordered Instacart and she literally saw our neighbors trying to steal them. Like, are you actually kidding me right now? I literally was just talking about ghetto neighbors, and tell me why. I go downstairs and I see these three girls. They're just hanging out in the laundry room. First of all, this is not Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Why are you just hanging out in the laundry room? Move, get out of the way. They weren't doing laundry. And so I go and get my laundry. I overhear them open a washer. So I go over. I'm like staring at her and she's like, oh, is this yours? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, it was just being annoying. You're not washing. You're not even supposed to be here. And now you're touching my laundry. You're messing with it because it's being annoying. It's being too loud. Leave. Go somewhere else. Stand outside. Do something. Get a hobby. I don't know. And honestly, I know I should have brought my keys with them. I didn't say anything. They were already in a bad mood. And I wasn't about to try and fight. They were going to take me, okay? It was 3-1. I wasn't going to win. I didn't have my keys on me. It's so irritating. It's like I literally just talked about this. After this all happened, I go on the elevator and this woman, she held it for me. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And she was like, oh, what floor? And then I told her like what floor I'm on. And she was like, oh man, yeah, that's a nice floor to be on. Like with all these fires that keep happening. There was one a few days ago. What do you mean there was a fire? I didn't want to do laundry. And this is what happens when I do laundry. I can't even lie to you. I want to go to bed so badly right now. It's 6:14. I literally woke up at 11:30. I did laundry and I worked out. And now I'm ready to just go to bed. But I need money! Money! Update. I decided that I was going to take a risk because what are we doing? What are we doing? We're getting out of a slump. We're not about to get back into the slump because I could feel myself. No. I'm not finished with my UGC grind. Like until that's done, then I could have a little cheeky break. But I've been on a 2-month break and now we need to grind if we want things to change. I drank a little bit of matcha at like 6 p.m. Even if it makes me stay awake until 3 a.m., so be it. I'd rather be productive for these next couple of hours and stay up super late and then look crazy tomorrow than to just sit here, rot away, barely able to lift myself off this freaking bed. I'm so tired. And so I finished editing a bunch of UGC videos for my portfolio. I recorded some voiceovers. I edited some stuff. Almost done with the videos. I recognize I should have filmed this before I did my hair. But you know what? Whatever. But I've just spent the past 6 to 8 hours just like working. It's like almost 1 a.m. right now. Non-stop. So I think tomorrow I'll finally be able to be done. So good job. Pat on the back. So we did laundry today. We worked out. We worked on UGC. Maybe I'll be even crazy and I'll read like 3 pages of a book. We were rocking and rolling today. Kudos to us. Also, the quality of video in here, period. Why does it look like I'm just that girl? You know, I'm in my window, floor to ceilings in a downtown metropolitan area. I pay $4,000 a month for my cheeky little apartment. But the thing is, tomorrow I actually have to leave out the apartment. This is really going to be the test because first of all, whenever I work out, I never make it to the 3rd day. I can only remember like maybe once in the past few years where I've made it to day 3. Usually I'll work out for 2 days, then I'll quit for a few days, then I'll get back into it, then I'll quit for a few days. Tomorrow will be day 3 of me working out consecutively, but I also need to wake up early. The odds are not really in my favor. Let's see if I can conquer my bad habits. Probably try to get up at, I don't even want to say 7:30. That just seems too early. 8 o'clock? I feel like we can do 8 o'clock. Now get an hour workout in, shower, get dressed, yada yada yada. Have a little matcha, bada bing bada boom. I don't know if I'll be be able to do. I actually have to change my alarm. I have not been waking up to an alarm. I literally woke up at 8 a.m. today. I was like, that's too early. And I went back to sleep until 11:30. This is really the test. It's like it's like in Love Island when they're really testing our relationship, Mike. Before we do the reveal, do you think I did it? Do you think I got up, worked out, all of the above? Or D, none of the above? Blocking your answers. And the answer is... You could just tell that I did not want to be doing that. Because I don't know if I explain it in one of these videos. I was not going to wake up. I literally cut my alarm off and I said, I don't care. Whatever. I'll try to work out later. But then I was naturally awoken at 8 or 8:30. So I said, okay, well, I'm just awake now. And so I just went and did a workout. I only did it for maybe 20 minutes or so. But I was proud of myself that I got out of bed and I worked out. But you could just tell that I'm just so tired and I'm just fighting for my life in these clips. Proud of myself. I worked out for a little bit. Now, was this the best exercise that I've done in my whole entire life? No, obviously not. I think I worked out for like 20 minutes. I did that. Then trust starts to fray. How does Hamilton and somehow endorse Thomas Jefferson just to keep me from winning? You could have done so much more if you only had time. Have I done enough? I see you, Alexander. Vlogmas is really just great for my mental health. I feel like I'm taking Lexapro right now. I'm always convinced that I'm more productive at night and the afternoon. I'm gonna try editing. Not me editing this video at 11:30 p.m. Not me editing this on a different day at 11:55 p.m. Valentine's Day was yesterday, and I wonder if anyone stalked my social media to see if I was single. Not even in a romantic way. Sometimes people are just nosy. I know I was doing that yesterday. I don't care. I was looking at people that I've had muted for a year or two, and I went to see their account. I went to see. I did get the tea, and it was great. Now they're back to being muted. Because if there's one thing about me is that I love the tea, baby. Maybe next year. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really looking for a relationship, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like it's just a distraction. I feel like it's just better for me to become like a career baddie, like get that nice established career, get the money flowing. When I'm watching a K-drama, when you have like the super rich CEO billionaire, yeah, that's me, baby. And then they find love later, and it's great. I'm not gonna be the poor girl who has no money and then she finds love. I tried, I wished it, but it's not gonna happen, and I'm fine with that. Imagine if I had to allocate time out of my day to another person, and it's not even like a person that you love. I mean, getting to know someone, like I really have to get to know you. I have to really figure out if we're compatible. Are you kidding me right now? I can't just automatically know that we're gonna be good together. Too much time, and I'd rather allocate that time to friends, hobbies, family, cats, myself, I don't know, my career. In real life, people don't really care about what I have to say. Like, I'm the type of person who like asks questions and people want me to like listen to them, ask them questions, and like comment on what they're saying. But the second I start talking about myself, they kind of zone out, because you think to yourself, oh, like no one cares about what I have to say. Why the heck should I even vlog? I deserve to just have this space where I just do whatever I want, you know? I'm proud of myself for vlogging. Great, I just have to actually edit. That's when I'll be extra proud. Let's go. First video I finished editing today, and it's gonna be uploaded tomorrow, and now I'm editing this one. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more content like this, I'm planning to do more in the future, such as more reset routines, productive but realistic, morning routines, declutter, de-cleaning. If you have videos that you want to see, let me know down below. I got you. And yes, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you again for watching this video. Subscribe.